EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down, Winston. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Winston. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Winston to throw it this time. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Colts.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Working out of the gun, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Remember, of course, he threw 5 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive, same result here.
But it's hard to believe that you can throw 5 in the previous week and start out your very next game the exact same way. He's going to need a lot of support on his own sideline. Make sure he gets really fully mentally into this one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the interception, Kaiser. Flush to his right. And Nelson's got it here right side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let him know. Mike 42.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Kaiser now from the 50. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert.
Kaiser's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Kaiser now. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Play fake. Winston looking deep here for Ebron. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The kick is good.
And he's able to put it through.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Kaiser eluding the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. First down, Kaiser. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action. Kaiser. Flushed out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Mike 42.
Again, it's Kaiser. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Well, he was trying to make something happen there outside of the pocket, but ultimately what did happen was a loss of yardage.
Yeah, he held on to it for a long time, didn't he? As you talked about, trying to make something happen, hoping something would come open, but it didn't. Ends up shoveling it off. Ends up going for negative play.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A first down throw for Winston. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. These two teams all tied after 1. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They'll run with a former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Jameis to throw it. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Gain of 12.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Big hold of the 30. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 46 yards on the ground. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a...
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Winston. Looking deep here for Ebert. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Complete to
Eric Ebron. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Blankenship out for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Rigoberto Sanchez.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Play fake. Kaiser. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On first down, it's Wilkins. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd and 9, Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. This is Wilkins. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
On 2nd down, it's Wilkins. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
The tackle by Derwin James.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Colts 21, Jaguars 14.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Kaiser. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Play action now. Kaiser. Flush to his right. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Following the interception, Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
And Kaiser can't escape this time. They get to him. And that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. To throw is Winston. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Again, it's Cohen. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser, eluding the pressure right. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Watch 18, watch 18. Check, butt set, butt set. Mike 42, Mike 42. I'm here all day. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 4-2. Let's go, Heavy. Hey, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Throwing again. Kaiser. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the air again, Kaiser. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line.
That's good.
That goes for a gain of 31. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
He's coming. Double up.
They try again with Cohen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the red zone now, Kaiser flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Jake Luton, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Jaguars are back within a score.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
And it's 3rd down.
of the gun. Winston. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Back at the 20-yard
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
He may try and run for... Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They run once more with Taylor. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points.
47 is the mark.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Mike 29. Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. 29 is Mike.
Winston now to throw on first down. Caught left side by Hilton. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. From the gun, Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. First down, a run with Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it. They've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a fourth down.
On for the field goal, a 51-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep down. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron, 63 yards. And the Colts are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game.
But they certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it, and guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up.
Check 53. Here we go, team. Here I come. Here I come. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Back to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth.
Do that every time. Every time.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And his pass incomplete. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Set the tone, defense.
Kaiser. That is caught by Cohen. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. First things first here, they got to pick up the 1st down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
3 at the Colts' 42-yard line.
2nd down and 3.
Check 26.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
And they take a knee.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
We're going into the final.